We felt that if we work during the term, during the holidays, we should relax. We should visit friends and family. Fast forward it to today. Many of us have wonderful jobs. We're working in different endeavors. We're carving our niche. We're standing tall. But let me ask you this question. How often do you take time to relax and unwind? One begins to wonder, where, when, how do we find time to relax, unwind, and spend time with family and friends? Hello and a warm welcome to you. This is Wellness and Living, and our topic today is relaxation. My name is Thelma Obaze. There is virtue in work. There is virtue also in rest. Do both, overlook neither. This is a quote by Alan Cohen, and many agree, as we often do. We make time to speak with you. We like to know your thoughts. We like
when maybe doctor done and the one you have not done.
It's very, very important because it helps in calming your nerves and in terms of anxiety. Once you undergo stress and you need something that might want to maybe calm you down.
The importance of relaxation, it makes you forget about your worries when you're in emotional trauma. Maybe someone has hurt you before and you just want to forget about it. You tend to relax, maybe hang out with friends. If you like watching movie like me, I like watching movie. Nigerian movie, precisely. I know it's funny. Yeah.
Relaxation is very important. It should be encouraged that each of us, no matter how hard the work we are doing may seem to be, that will take out time.
I relax every weekend since we have to perform our daily function of going to work. At least during the weekend, I relax during the weekend. And then everyone should make it a habit to relax during the weekend in order to avoid fatigue.
You can relax through exercise. After work, you can stretch your legs early in the morning before you go to work, so you can be able to, do your job properly. You can also relax by, taking to maybe picnic with your family. Going out traveling too is also part of relaxation. Probably you must have walked for some time and then you are given a break.
Whenever I have my holiday, I travel down to meet my people, maybe in Oyo State. At times I go to Lagos State to have my holidays there, spend my holiday with my families and my friends there. So I feel relaxed there when I travel. I don't keep myself busy. I don't do something that will stress me.
When you don't relax, there are tendencies that you develop some kind of aches, or some kind of health issues. So like sometime in the office, I was actually advising a friend because I do travel a lot, especially because of the kind of work I do. So I was advising a friend, you need to take your time to relax, and he didn't take that into cognizance. So sometime he broke down because of, as a result of too much stress, that he has been having. So, and that resulted to taking him off work for some time.
Yes, I do travel. Like on vacations, I can go to Jos or visit the Yankari Game Reserve.
Relaxation in itself, people think you need to go for a holiday outside your environment in order to relax. Well, it's not always the case. You can pick a hobby to relax with. You can join an exercise group. Yes, where you go, you can do some aerobics and non-aerobics. form of relaxation. You can play golf, you can learn golf, you can play lawn tennis, you can play table tennis. It's a way of relaxing. Just break the cycle outside the norm. You can go swimming. Swimming is a very good form of relaxation too.
How was it for you growing up? Did you make time, at least during the long holidays, to visit with your grandparents in the village? Did you get to visit your aunties and uncles and cousins who lived far away from you in another town, in another city, or in any rural area? Well, some of us did. I remember way back then, my father would tell you just before the term rounded up that get ready, starting this weekend, we're making a visit to the village. Initially, we used to grumble. But when I began to make frequent visits every holiday, I began to enjoy the canoe rides. I began to enjoy learning to fish. I began to learn playing in the village square. I learned going to the village market. I learned having liberties that I did not have in the city. Wow. We had the opportunity to have a chat with the former director for recreations and parks in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, Issa Shuaibu. Imagine my excitement when he had like experiences. It was so much fun.
Relaxing is relative. It varies from one individual to the other, from one community to the other. However, basically it's doing what you want to do, when you want to do it, at your leisure time, ultimately translates into physical and mental upliftment of the person. Certainly, there are very many ways of relaxing ourselves. Where people live, actually, you are supposed to have three major components. It's either your home, where you reside, or you're at your workplace, or you're recreating somewhere. Where one of this is missing, then you don't have a complete setting. Unfortunately, most places, people are focused more on where they live, that's their house, and they go to work and come back. They do not take time to recreate, relax, or spend quality leisure time. Everybody, every age group, right from childhood up to old age, we all have various ways of relaxing. From simple reading, from simple sitting and watching nature, listening to birds, to more complex, physical exercises. It all varies. And of course, every age group requires these types of relaxation, as long as you have a balance in your mental and physical state. And it contributes in no small measure to the well-being of humans. It's absolutely necessary for the social upliftment of mankind. Let me give you a typical example. Look at the Jabi Lake Resort or Jabi Lake Park. It's exciting when you see people coming out from different houses to come and exercise themselves, aerobics and all sorts of things. Prior to the development of Millennium Park, you hardly see people, coming together from different groups, different religions, different social setting in one place. It brings the whole community together. It's a sight to behold during Christmas or Salah Day when you go to Millennium Park. That is one major benefit of having relaxation spots. You have children of various ages, adults, various ages, elderly people all coming together to recreate. Not only that, they allow you access and to mix with various classes. Prior to the development of Millennium Park, nobody could dream of going towards the villa. But today it's now a common sight. People go there, they see the villa surrounding, they enjoy the sight. People coming out of the villa, they enjoy the sight of people. It's very nice. And that is what we should try to encourage. Same thing, even at right from neighborhood level as well. It also helps people to come together. You know yourself, children go to play football, they relax, they enjoy it. I mean, it's fantastic. It's one of the major ways you can bring people together. I've had the experience of going abroad once or twice. When I come back here, I sigh, I feel more refreshing. You see, it's difficult for you to even see plants like this outside. They struggle to keep them alive. Here you have it in abundance. You feel fresh, you feel good. Go to the villages in Benue, go along their streets. You see the way they live. Every house, a large mango tree, you are happy, you are excited. People should understand that Nigeria, or Africa in general, is abundantly blessed. Those good old days, your grandmother looks forward to seeing you. She goes to market herself. She doesn't expect your father to even give her money. The little she has, she cooks for you. She likes the children around her. You are all happy. She keeps wishing you are there always. That was the way we lived. And you know, it as much as possible, regular trips home, it reduces suspicion, it makes you feel happy, you understand yourself more, rather than being seen as the urban elites coming to oppress us, which is the case today. Everybody now lost for money, pursuing money, morning, day out. Even if you're working for government, you want to go and pursue money all the time. I don't think it's appropriate. It breaks you down eventually. You get nothing out of it. Those good old days, I remember when Lagos, there's no holiday, major one towards Christmas. My father does not take his small car. We leave Ikoyi. We drive all the way to Okene. Every year, it was a routine. Every village we go to, or most of the towns we go to, we stop by, we eat. If it's lunch, we take lunch. If it's towards dinner, of course, mostly you spend the whole day traveling, because then you don't have fast cars. But at least we all enjoyed ourselves. And then, of course, when you get home, they cook local food for you. There's something you call a batu. You know this momo that people think is not silly food. That's what my grandmother likes us to take, and we enjoy it. Whenever we go, tell her we want to eat momo. Very nice. And she cooks it with firewood. You enjoy seeing them. You see a lantern. Then we don't even have this electricity, but you're happy. You feel good. The beds were made of earthen mud. You lie down on it, you stay with your grandfather, you are happy. I mean, there's not as exciting as that. I still have those memories deep inside my head. I mean, when you are going, she doesn't tell you, and what do you have for me? They don't do that at the time. But all these things are gone now. And I pray that future generation will go back to what we are doing now. The consequences of not relaxing yourself, moving out to exercise your body, is what we experience in old age. It has very, very serious consequences. That is when you resort to taking drugs to survive. But if you start these things right from a younger age, you are good to go. About 40% of my house here is occupied with green, and I'm happy. Birds come here. Even if everybody in my house travels out, if I'm here, I don't feel lonely. I enjoy the chirping of the birds in the morning. I hear the winds, the leaves blowing. I feel very happy about that. And it gives you a lot of refreshment in your mental state. And very nice.
Some say once a year it's okay to relax, break away from all the stress, spend time in solitude with close family, with close friends. Some say twice a year. Some say 3 times a year. Some say every other week. Some say every weekend. But if you aren't already making time for leisure and relaxation, you will after you listen to Dr. Onochukwu chat with us.
When you look at the white man that brought this white-collar job that we do, they go for holidays. They leave their homes, go to where they will not even enter the kitchen, not think about driving, just go and have some rest. And then for some people, relaxation means several things. For some people, unwinding after a full day's job, maybe in a beer parlor to take some beer or some drinks. For some people, it's just to sit down with friends, like we do in the olden days. In the evenings, we sit under a mango tree and then tell stories. For some people, that is a very wonderful way to relax. For some people, it's just to go and take a nap. That is their own way of relaxation. For some people, it's to travel. So the reason to relax are many. To reduce the stress in our lives, to remove ourselves from the normal routine of daily job, which has been stressing us, and then cast our mind back. For some people, it's just to meditate. They need free time, quiet time to pray and commune with God. So for some people, when they commune with God, they are relaxed and then come back to equilibrium. To relax, and then the place to go and have some relaxation, it varies, depends on the individual. Some people can just decide to go to the village, what the white man would call country home. Now go there, you stay with the elderly, stay with people that will tell you stories about your father or your great-grandfather. That is a relaxation time. Like if you walk during Christmas, you see everybody moving down to one part of the country or the other to go and stay with loved ones. Then see people they've not seen over the years. That's a way to relax. Attending occasions, weddings where you meet old friends, is another way to take off time to relax. Then going for holidays. People say summer holidays. They leave from Nigeria, go abroad. Some people are abroad, we come back to Nigeria. You know, you go to a new environment, explore things. Then going back to the same village I mentioned earlier. The way our forefathers used to relax, for me, still remains the best. After a hard day's job from morning in the farm, they come back in the evening and sit under a mango tree, you know, under any tree where there is shade. And then people will now express themselves and they tell stories, either to the children or to themselves. Then you can go to parks. That's the modern times. Instead of using under the tree where there is shade, people now move to parks. You go to parks, go to amusement parks, you can even go to shops where you look around. Yes, you don't have money to buy, but mere looking at them gives you joy. So relaxation now is a thing of the mind. What do I like in life? Premiership. You see people, they don't joke with Premiership. They watch football. It's like this is a game that we must watch. Now, when you now look at it, Premiership is football. When Nigeria is playing, it is still football. But some people will tell you, I will not watch Nigerian games because I don't want to develop anxiety disorder. I don't want my BP to go up. So now it now depends on the individual, depends on who is playing, and then the passion. But like we used to say, everything in life should be done with moderacy. When you overdo it, it can become a problem. Take, for instance, somebody that is an asthmatic patient. There are some excitements they don't need because that overexcitement is enough to predispose them to having an asthmatic attack. Relaxation time is for everybody. Everybody needs to relax, from children to adolescents to adults to parents. In fact, sometimes those days you say, okay, you take the children to granny so that the father and mother can have space to rest and relax. Then children can be taken to amusement park where they go and play. For them, that is their own way to relax. Watching cartoons, just like adults like to watch Premiership or football, the children will prefer to watch cartoon. The time we need relaxation depends on the individual. Like many of us that do white-collar job, there are specified times we choose our own annual leave. Now, the essence of government giving us this annual leave is for us to have time to go and solve some things that have been bothering us over the years, and have time to also rest. And once you go for that annual leave, you realize that when you come back, you have a new vigor. You have a new outlook to work, and you are eager to work, unlike the person that has been denied the leave. So we need it at every point in our lives to have a new vigor, a new thinking, and to re-engineer us back to productivity. Then there's also what they call sick leave. This is the type that happens to most of us in this part of the world. Because we fail to relax, we are now forced to go and relax and rest. And when you break down, that work continues. If anything happens to you, like you hear people slump and die from cardiac arrest, from stress, and some of them don't get back to normal, that is when you realize that you are no longer indispensable. You see people doing that your job. Immediately they say, let us give the person a 1-minute silence.
We spent quite some time talking about relaxation, about recreation, about unwinding, about leisure, about doing things that are fun, about distressing yourself. So for me, it was a natural path to just go and work out, to distress, to relax, to recreate. And this is what we did. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, now we just stretch a bit. Okay, we put our hands forward like this. Like putting all your weight against on these hands. And then lift your leg up. So we count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow. Balance is an issue. Maybe we'll just jog on the spot a bit, okay? So let's go. One more. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay? So let's do one more time. Put the weight on your palm. Push your palm forward. We now take the right leg up this time. Okay? We count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more time. Put the weight on the palm. Lift up the right leg. We go to 10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Take time to unwind and relax. Distress yourself. It's a healthy person who can set goals and objectives. It's a healthy person who can achieve. It's a healthy person who can surmount, survive, and succeed. And we all can be healthy. We just have to take our life and living it very seriously. With health, everything is indeed possible. People say, oh, how will I survive if I don't work all hours? Yes, you survive for the now. What about tomorrow? If you survive for the now working 23 hours out of 24 hours, in the next few years, all the resource you have garnered for yourself by working all hours, you will begin to exhaust and exploit it to seek good health. And I tell you most sincerely, good health once lost is hardly ever regained to the value and the form in it which it was before. Preserve what we have. Preserve it now. It's been fun as always spending time with you on Wellness and Living. Would love to do it again. Please take time to visit our page, our social media handle. It's Wellness and Living at Nigerian Television Authority. My name is Thelma, Obaze. Have yourself a splendid week. Do make sure it's productive. Bye.